ready to get going? So just to give you a little bit of a background who I am and where I come from and what I do and why this is so important to me is I'm a business coach with Action Coach, and I just have a passion for helping as many business owners as possible. And I thought this would be a great opportunity. I was planning to do a different type of talk when we were going to meet in person this morning. And then with the meeting being cancelled, I spoke to Adele and said to her, why don't we do this? So here we go. There's a lot of panic going on, and this is not the time to panic. It's really the time to stop and think about your businesses. Think about which direction your business is going. What can you do differently to make sure you survive this economic panic? And we've already seen how the world markets and the world economies is taking a huge, huge knock. President Trump was talking about this morning that he doesn't see things will get any better until August. And that's it's kind of scary when you start thinking about it, because we know that there's going to be an after effect. So I'm going to move on to it, and I'm going to take you through 11 steps. And these 11 steps together at Action Coach with our founder, Brad Sugars. And we're sharing this with as many business owners as possible to allow businesses to thrive during this time and to make the changes that they need to make. Okay, so step one. It is vitally important that communication happens. If people stop communicating, there's going to be chaos. When there's that old saying that communication is what you put in is what you get out. And if we're not putting in clear communication with the people that we work with, be it your team, your suppliers, your colleagues, your family even, there's always going to be that misinterpretations. People are going to get things wrong. There's already so much going out there about what the virus is, what it's not, how to get it, how do you not get it. So it's important that you're communicating clearly with everybody. Your customers, if you're not telling your customers that you're still in business, that you can still trade, what have you put in place so that you can trade? Without putting stuff in place, people are just not going to come. I was at Macro yesterday morning, and what a nightmare. It was bedlam. The queues were going all the way around the store, literally completely around the store, all the way back around to the entrance. And people just had toilet paper, waters, and long life milk. It was scary. Communicate with your networks like we're doing today. Get as many people to be aware that communication is key. Communication and explaining what's going on. Don't stop. Keep talking to people. Keep networking. Try online sessions like we're doing today. This is my first time putting so many people on one call together. And yeah, let's just hope we don't break the network. So keep talking, keep communicating, keep meeting people. If you can't do it in person, do it online. There are so many online ways. Like this is Zoom, there's Skype, there's Teams with Microsoft. Just communicate, get people to network and keep it going. Talk to your suppliers and your stakeholders in your business. Find out what your suppliers are doing to change their business. See how you can work with them through the change. Focus on it. Keep going. If you're importing, there's going to be challenges around that. So talk to your suppliers. Look at local suppliers. See if they can't help you rather than having to import. If you're exporting, make sure you are everything done openly, that people understand what it is you're doing, that you're still trading, that you're still operating. set the rules, start planning what you need to change, and communicate it with everybody. I can't keep telling about how much you need to communicate. Your community. Talk to the community. Don't allow panic to come in. The moment we start panicking, people do strange things. Like yesterday at Macro. They do strange things. They go into complete tilt. It is important that you are standing up as a leader in the community. People will remember you and your business if you stand up and you show this is the way forward, what you need to do. Be positive. It is so important to remain positive. It's without showing positivity, people, when you walk into a room and everybody's negative, what happens? You become negative. So go into a room and be positive. When you talk to people, when you communicate about things, remain all the time. Get the better things in life. It was this morning on the radio, I was listening to Mix FM on the way in, and Tony Blurt was talking about all the happy things that are still going on. We still got family, we still have jobs, there's music to listen to, there's all sorts of things that bring happiness out. So bring that out, keep going, stay alive, be positive. Because if we all become negative about it, this world will collapse completely. So the positive people will always remain at top. Chinese use two brushstrokes to write the word crisis. One stroke stands for danger and the other one for opportunity. When you're positive, you will find opportunities. Keep the opportunities coming. Share the opportunities. Don't panic. Worry doesn't help anybody other than give you hernias, heart attacks, strokes, anxieties. So don't panic, stay positive. Look for small wins every day. For me, it's about a small win was yesterday speaking to Adele and saying, right, let's do this morning thing. And that for me is a win, because there are businesses out there, and each and every one of you wants to make a difference, wants to know how to survive, wants to know what they need to do during this crisis. So look for small wins every day. For me, each and every one of you attending this morning is a win for me. And the more people that this can spread with, the happier we'll all become. Look for a win, even if it's the smallest thing that just somebody responded to your ad. Take it as a win. How can we sell toilet paper? No, I don't literally mean how can we all go out there and sell toilet paper. People are taking advantage and are selling toilet papers, sanitizing sprays, wipes. What can you do that people need that you could be able to supply them? Look at your businesses and go, okay, what can I adjust in my business to help people in this time and what they need? You'll find the smallest things. For example, this talk, for me, it's about helping people and creating awareness. There are so many more positive things that we can do other than selling toilet paper. Sometimes less is better. It's really important that the less people talk about stuff, of the bad stuff, and really focus on the good stuff, it's better. Because people will love to talk about how this happened or how that happened, and this one's sick and that one's sick. So, for example, this morning, the school in KZN, there are already rumors starting about, you know, how many kids are infected, etc., etc. Let's rather just say, okay, they know there's one child affected, and keep it that way. Great, they've quarantined them, fantastic. Let's leave it at that. Let's keep focusing on yourselves, your businesses, and what you guys can do to make a difference. You have to stand up and be the leader. I know I said it earlier on. You've got to lead the people. You've got to lead your people. Make sure they are focused. Make sure they are taking care of themselves. make sure that they are looking at the right things and remaining positive. You've got to be positive to make them positive. So stand up there and be positive with all the people around you and everything that you're doing. Know the cycles. So the business world, as well as the world, works in cycles. So whether it's seasonal, so we talk about seasonal, there's summer. In South Africa, it's summer, we talk about Christmas, we talk about rides, we talk about cricket, and all the fun, exciting things, going to the beach, going on holiday. That's a season. Then we go into fall or autumn, and things start changing. Everything changes, the weather changes. Like now, we on the bridge, we're going into winter. It's on to winter, it's cold. It's a seasonal change. And just our business is going to change. In business, we're going through changes, 7 to 10 years. There's always a change. If you look at everything changes over a period of 7 to 10 years. Though, yes, nowadays it's going a bit quicker. What's going to happen in the next 3 to 9 months is going to be a key. Which direction the world goes, how much online is going to become more important than face-to-face. What's going to happen to the retail environment? What's going to happen to the way people are doing business is all going to start changing. And the next 30 to 90 days is going to be critical. Those who make the changes now will be the ones that survive the next 30 to 90 days. So keep it going, keep focused. Next year, this time, we're all going to be looking back and saying, gee, do you remember when that happened? When the coronavirus, it was so bad, it was this. Let's not say, my business closed down. To say, this has really made a difference to my business. Change. So like the seasons change, your business needs to change. And it's the only thing that I can guarantee is that things are changing no matter how we look at them and no matter what we do. But it's whether they change for the better or they change for the worse. So get ahead, start planning now what you need to change. Think about your business, sit back and have a look at it. What can I do differently to make sure that I survive going forward? Then you've got to stand up and say, right, this is the way I'm going, and put a plan into place and make it start happening. We talk about a change formula, and the formula for change. And the D stands for dissatisfaction. So how dissatisfied are you currently? The V stands for your vision. What do you see going forward? What is your 5-year goals? What are you actually seeing in the direction that you want to go? F stands for the first. In other words, what are you prepared to do to make the change? What steps are you prepared to take? And then the R is your resistance. How are you to making those changes? So if you take the satisfaction, multiply it by the vision, add those steps. As long as that is greater than your resistance, you will make the changes. What different products can you sell? What different services can you offer? What different pricing can you do? How do you change your delivery? How do you deal with your whole business might need to change? I know it might sound a little bit overboard, but you may need to change your business. You may need to change the direction of your business. So if you are, for example, a retailer only and you are selling stuff in a mall, you may need to change your business and go online. You may need to start making the direction of the future of your business. But you need to think about it. You need to really truly start looking at ways you need to change. You may need to break your business even. Sometimes we need to break things so we can fix them. I know that's really might be the extreme, but that is a reality. You may need to actually break the business, change it to go forward. Cut back. cutting costs is to be a top priority in a crisis. The key is to lower the cost intelligently and flexibly, thus minimizing negative long-term repercussions. What do you need to cut back on? Cash is still king, and cash is the end result of your business. If you already are in a cash-tight situation, you may need to start borrowing money, but stop spending money on things that you don't really need right now. You may be deciding, you know what, I need to go buy a new printer. Do you really need that new printer right now? Can it go a bit longer? Are there not more important things that you need to be doing and spending the money more wisely? Start looking at where can you reduce? What can you cut back on? Start talking to your supplier. See if you can renegotiate stuff from them. Because remember, they're in the same situation as you. They may be able to actually start asking questions about, where you're going, what are we doing, and how do we change the way we're going? How do you slow it down? Don't stop whatever you do. Don't stop marketing the business. Your business is key, the marketing is key. You may need to go and extend some credit. Extending your credit to spend more money on marketing, the money that you don't have. The bank is a place that will lend you money, and they do. They love lending money, especially when you don't need it. So if your situation's good, go and borrow the money anyway. I heard this morning interest rates were starting to drop. So grab it now, go for it, get it, don't use it, but have it in case we need it going forward. Get as much credit lines and credit cards if you have to. And yes, even personal stuff. Don't just only put it through the business, go and get it in your own name. Make sure that you've got enough to carry you through. Make sure that you are in a financial situation that can really and truly make you get to the next 3 to 6 months financially. And otherwise, you're going to find yourself getting tight, having to cut in the wrong places, because the last thing we want to be doing is going out of business and closing down. If you have to finance any loans, you reduce your monthly expenditure, don't do it. Keep looking for the lowest rates. Staff. Don't cut unless you have to. Rather go and see if you can send your staff on leave. Let them take their leave now if they have to. You don't have to pay them out later. Your businesses are probably all going to start slowing down. So allow some people to go off. You can either do them all at once. You might, if you've got 3 or 4 people, send them all out, you stand and you run the business, or split it up, give them one in there. Let's just try and get through the next few months. Do pay cash option. People might say, in the next few months, I'm prepared to cut my salary, so that you can buy. It's important that people know that you're there to support them. That you would rather we all take a bit of a pay cut and keep the business going, so that when things start, you have a job, and when things are looking good, salaries, etc., and go back to where they were. If you have any bonuses in place, suspend them for now. Don't make provision for it for now. Rather spend that money on things that are really important for your business. And bonuses can be made up as business improves and gets going. If you can, get as many people to work from home. It really makes a difference. And there are so many top businesses now, even Apple and Microsoft, and I was even hearing from Amazon today, they're allowing more and more people to work from home. So if they have a job that allows them to work from home, then do it. Keep as many people out of the office as possible. Use technology like we're doing today. Use as much technology as you can. Have meetings. I was watching a video from Simon Sinek yesterday where if everybody's working from home, have a Monday morning get together. Have a Monday morning get together online. Don't talk about business. Just talk about how you're doing, what's happening. We call it a whiffle, what I feel like expressing. Just allow people to share what their worries are, what their fears are, and allow it to become a safe place. That way you will be seen as somebody who really cares, and you've been a great leader. Keep having meetings. Just move the meetings online. Agree on when the meetings will take place, what will the process be for the meetings, how you now going to report, because you don't want to be inundated with people phoning you every 5 minutes. So come up with a plan that, okay, so we're going to report like this, that you send once a day an email with an update of your status of what's happened, what have you done, where you're at, what are you still working on. So make it like a daily check-in. What have you managed to get done? How's the productivity working? Think about all the things that you measure. So measure on your key performance indicators. How am I tracking? If you have to make cold calls, for example, okay, well, how many did you get done? If you had to follow up with clients, how many did you follow up with? What was your target? How have you done? Just get some flow happening in the business so that people feel comfortable. Because what can often happen when people work from home is they get distracted from other things, and then their productivity can sometimes go down. So make sure they have measurables that they need to measure on every day. Make sure that they're thinking about it. Make sure that they are doing what they need to do, because your customer service cannot fall. You cannot allow your service levels to go down. If anything, this is the time that you need to push your service levels up. Make sure you are over-delivering on the customer's expectations. If you can wow people now, they will definitely and truly stand by you after this whole thing's over. It's not going to last forever. Banking, make sure your banking's all online, that you don't need to send people to the bank. Move away from cash, move on to payment terms online, EFTs, transfers. Make sure that people aren't having to pay cash. The more handling of money, the more chance of spread of diseases, etc. So we all know how dirty money is if you just think about how many people have been touching money. So move all transactions online. If you need to look at software that you can go and set up online banking in your websites, go and set up Yoko machines, all sorts of things that just make the banking so much easier. And yeah, in South Africa, mail doesn't work. So make sure everything goes electronic. Make sure people are sending you emails with proof of this and scanning stuff in. Keep communicating with each other, especially when those are working at home. Keep that communication channel open. There's a lot of apps that are available where you can really and truly have work-related chats happening. WhatsApp is great. There's WhatsApp for business. There's WeChats, there's Skype chats, there's Zoom chats. There's so much that people can communicate with, quick, efficient, without having to type up emails. It may take weeks, it may take months, but let's make sure that what we're doing is right and that it's working. Online or deliveries. CVS is one of the largest pharmacies in the world, and what they've gone out and done is they are delivering everything for free. Just get people to do the delivery for you so that people don't have to come in. Offer the delivery service. So if you're a retailer, say no problem, buy online and we'll deliver. Even if you have to charge to cover some of those costs, but make sure that your business is still going. Make sure that people are aware of you. It must be a service that is added and will make a difference, and people will keep coming back to you. You can keep working on phone services. Make sure your phones are on, phones are charged, and communicate with people all the time. Refer them to online if you have to. If you need to make changes to staff, add extra staff. There are so many people out there that are looking for work. So if you need to add staff to make sure your deliveries are happening, do that. People are prepared to work for the lowest of amounts to get something coming in, because something is better than nothing. There are a lot of people that have vehicles who are unemployed that are willing to move stuff from A to B for you. People aren't going to come to you. So you may need to go to them. You may need to change the way you're doing business. And that's what this is all about. Whatever it takes, you need to keep your business running. And what people need, you need to give it to them. Offer different packages, bundles, put stuff together. If you buy this, I'll add this. If you're getting this service from us, we can add the following service to you. Open accounts. Just get credit checks, get credit references, that's all. But open accounts, offer a little bit more terms, but rather get them to pay up front. Keep communicating with your customers. Tell them what are you doing. Keep telling them what it is that's working and what's not working. Step 10, market and sell. Don't stop marketing. If your advertise is like, nobody wants to wink at anybody in the dark. Nobody else is going to see it. What is your marketing plan? What is the message you want to send out to people? Keep the marketing going. Spend a little bit more on your marketing now. People to know that you are in business, that you're still going, that you are on the go. Increase it, don't decrease it. Businesses that decrease their marketing will suffer in 3 to 6 months' time. When you market today, you're not going to get the results today. You will get the results later. So keep marketing, keep a plan, negotiate marketing pricing. People will be jumping at you to take you on their marketing plans. They will be prepared to cut their price and cut their fees just so that they have business coming in and you take advantage of it and you market more and more. So talk to your marketing people and put together good plans and market, keep marketing. I can't keep saying it enough. Create new offers, put better rates together, create a different service. Let people know about the smaller things that you do that they aren't necessarily aware that you offer. Measure your 5 ways. Some of you who have dealt with us before may know what the 5 ways is, but some of you don't. Just to give you a quick rundown on that, all business owners measure their business by how many customers they have, what's their turnover, and what's their profit. But those 3 things are just results. To know how many customers you have, you need to know how big is your database. How many new leads have you got in? What is your conversion rate on it? How many people from your leads or your database are you managing to convert to your customers? What are you doing to make sure that conversion rate is improving? Once they're there, once you have customers, how many times are they buying from you? How much are they spending with you on average? Because that will then give you your turnover. And as covered, look at your costings, see what you can cut back, and let's keep working on those profits. Get cash up front. People will promise and make desperate promises that they will not keep when it comes to financing during this time. People will trade in ways that they don't normally trade and make promises they will not keep. Don't allow your business to be taken for a ride when it comes to cash. Make sure all payments are there on time when it's agreed on. Repeat business. Keep going back to your existing clients. They've been there, they've been supporting you all the way through for the last however long you've been in business. Keep communicating with them. Keep talking to them. Keep making sure that they know that you are in business, that you're trading, and that you are there to help them and give them the service or the products that you've been giving them already. Tell them about a deal and tell them it's exclusively for them. Think about what they've purchased before from you or services you've offered them and say to them, hey, because you've been loyal, stay with me and I will give you the extra this. I will give you a deal on that. Put it together, but please don't go out there and destroy your own profits. Keep your profits going. See where you can buy in bulk. See where you can offer cash up front and get a better price so that you can offer your clients a better price. Keep your costs low. Don't go below your own costing when you're selling, but keep your own overheads down as much as possible. Keep communicating with your existing clients. Can't keep saying communication enough. Keep talking to them, keep knowing that you guys are around and that you're there. Here comes bonus step. Bonus step 12. Use common sense and compassion. The key is to set realistic customer expectations and then not to let them down. Don't exceed them, preferably in unexpected ways. Over-deliver on your customer service. Wow them. Wow your customers. People need positivity, so wow them. Give them something they're not expecting. Go out there and add more value to it. Keep cleaning and don't touch. Provide sanitization when you're dealing with people. Always have a bottle of hand sanitization on your desk. Have wipes available. Keep wiping down stuff. Keep wiping your hands. Keep washing those hands. You know the 20-second thing. Put other people first. Think about how would you like to be treated and treat people the same. That's how you stand out and that's how you make a difference. Be nice. Take a chill pill. Don't allow this to get on your nerves. Don't allow it to work you up. Be nice to people, keep focused on people, keep knowing that things are moving and that you care. And don't go and buy too much toilet paper. Finish up. Put together a plan. Put together a plan for the next 90 days for your business. Because whatever plans you had have changed. I don't think I need to explain that. I think you've all realized that whatever you had planned and everything that you had on the cards has taken a turn. So sit down and work out what do you need to achieve in the next 90 days. Plan it per month, plan it per week, and then you'll know what you need to do per day. List 5 ideas that you need to take action on today and work on those 5 ideas. Tomorrow, we do the same thing. Okay, I'm going to open up for everybody. You can unpause yourself and ask away, ask questions. If there's any way I can help you, what can I do differently? What can I do for you? So yeah, if anybody wants to ask a question. I'm here for anybody who wants to ask any questions, anybody who would like to know anything extra. You know, we'll just unmute yourself and chat away. Okay, Chandra, I see, I'm going to unmute you there. Chandra, you received notice from the courts that they are on lockdown. Okay, that's, I haven't heard that one yet, so I hope it's okay. And anybody who's, Tell me a little bit, what do you do, Chandra? What is it your business? Okay, so as an attorney, what can you do other than having to go to court? You may need to work on doing some settlements out of court. Think of services you can offer to people in desperate times, giving them advice. Obviously, if things have been going to court, yeah, it'll be a bit difficult. But think about how else you can offer your services to make sure that your income is still coming in and that you can still keep your business going. What are the other aspects in your business that don't need to actually go to court? I hope that answers your questions. Anybody else? Johan, yes, for sure. It'll be a pleasure to share the presentation. The more people that we can share this with, the better for everybody. So yes, gladly, I will send it to everybody. It's a pleasure. If any of you need help putting together a plan, just you can drop me an email and I will gladly get in contact with you and we can see what we can do. I'm not looking to make any money out of this or charge anybody. I'm looking to help as many business owners survive and going through the next few months. So the offer's out there. If any of you need any help, you can just drop me an email and I'll be in touch. It's a pleasure, Marissa. Pleasure, Helen, Chandra, Adele. Okay, well, if there aren't any other questions, I will. Thanks, Johan. My details I will post to everybody, and you're welcome to give me a shout at any time. I'm always available, and yeah, all the best. And thank you all for your time, and yeah, that's it from my side, and have an awesome day and go make some money.